Oh, hello, good afternoon. I'm going to try and finish the Scottish tour today because there are, this is the route that we've got. We've got 4 legs left to do, but 3 of them are extremely short. So we've got about 10 minutes to Glasgow, and then there's about 27 minutes or something, 25 minutes maybe to this military, or I think it's a disused military airport. I'm not even sure if there's going to be an airport there in 2020, so we'll have to see. If not, we'll just land. And then we've got a 15 and I think it's an 8-minute and a 5-minute flight from Dundee to Perth. So fairly short legs, fairly short hops. I shall fly the short ones manually and set the autopilot on for the longer flight. So we'll, in the interest of time, I'm already started up, pushed back and ready to taxi. So we shall make sure we've got everything set up. Flaps, I'll have some degree of flaps, beacon lights on, strobe lights on, landing lights I'll put on in a minute. Don't need prop de-ice on. Okay, and release parking brake. Oh, I think we can shut these off. Okay. So we just taxi down this short way to the westerly facing runway. I haven't got any wind data in 2020, unfortunately, even though we've got live weather on, but according to my METAR that I've retrieved from online, we've got a fuel truck coming towards us. Its winds are 290 at the moment. So we'll assume that that's about right. Let's get out of his way. So we just want to go down here. And weather's not too bad at the moment. Winds might be a bit blustery. I think the winds are like sort of mid-teens blustering to like 21, something like that, 25. So I don't know how accurate the windsock is there, but okay, so we'll take off on this runway 30, which will suit us now, or runway 21, I beg your pardon. Yeah, I'm not doing 30. 30 is off to my left. 30 is over there somewhere. So we're going to do 21. Oh no, this is 30, I beg your pardon. Sorry, this is 30. 21 goes the other way. What am I talking about? Right, all clear. Line up on the runway. And then we'll do a right hand turn and 180 turn and head back towards Glasgow. So it shouldn't take us too long. Okay. Oops, rudder's a bit twerky. Right. So we're off the ground. Gear up. Flaps up. gain a bit of height, and then we'll turn. Set this up just so I get an idea when we're nearing the altitude. Irvine and Ardrossan, I think. Oh no, that's Irvine, I think. Well, it could be Ardrossan. Is Irvine behind us? Yeah, I think that might be Ardrossan. I think we need to try and level off a bit. Oops. Trying to trim this aircraft is sometimes a bit tricky. No, that was Troon that we went past, I believe. And I think this down below us is this is Irvine down here. Back a bit. And we want to be heading about 040, I think. I think this is all part of Irvine down here. Might have been Saltcoats on the coast actually. We need to go a bit more this way, 040. Let's have a look on the map, see if we can see where Glasgow is. See it on there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so we want about 040. I'll turn around. No, a bit less than that, beg your pardon. Well, we want to be heading sort of north really, because we want to land on. No, we'll have to land on the southwest facing runway, I think. Let me just check the weather. Yeah, well the winds here are 313, so we really want to land on the. I'm not sure what. It's something like 25, is it? Runway. I'm just looking up the details of the airport. Runway 23 we want to land on. So we actually want to go close to the airport, but not too close. We'll come along parallel with it, and then we'll turn into the airport to land. Oh, it's still climbing. What's the matter with it? The trouble when one's not using the autopilot is getting it to maintain the flight level that you want. I don't want to get too low, because obviously I'll be hitting these wind turbines. But be around about 1,500 feet really. I think it's before these hills anyway, so it's probably, I think we climb over those hills after Glasgow. Yeah, so there's the airport there, so it's off to our sort of 11 o'clock somewhere over here. So we'll get past these pylons or the turbines, and then we'll adjust our heading. To where the airport ought to be. And we'll land and just turn off the runway briefly to shut down the engines. It's certainly bobbing about quite a bit in this wind. Well, we've got, what's that, 19, 20 knots, crosswind, slightly crosswind, 311. In fact, if it's 311, the runway is 23 to 05. It's not going to make a lot of difference. Yeah, I guess 23 would be a better bet, I think. So here's the airport I think we're coming up onto now. Or is it out there? I don't know. Hang on. Have a look at the other map. It might be a bit further over actually. Ah, is that the runway down there? Let me come over this way a bit. Yeah, we're a bit east of Paisley at the moment. I think this is Paisley down here, Hunter's Hill, wherever that is. Just in front of my left wing, probably here, I guess. Hunter's Hill looks a bit like a hill, doesn't it? So there's the control tower. So we'll just head up here a little way, and we want to land on runway. What did I say it was? 23, was it? 23. So in this direction. So we're landing down on this runway here. So I think what we'll do is reduce our thrust. Don't want to go down that fast. Flying a little bit over the city. This is all default scenery. I haven't got any add-ons plugged in or activated, so they're all sort of default stuff. So we're not seeing any drastic landmarks or anything. I think I did have some for Glasgow City, but I forgot to activate it, so never mind. So we'll have a degree of flaps just to help slow us down a bit. Increase our revs a little. We're down about 700 feet at the moment. So I think we can gradually make our turn. There's the runway here. That's the runway we're heading for. So when we get on the finals, I'll put the gear down and drop the flaps another notch. We're a bit below the glide slope, but for a GA it doesn't really matter, I don't think. Station's down here. So I said there were short legs. Really short legs. Right, let's put our gear down.
500.
We'll pretend we got clearance to land anyway. Landing flaps. Slightly low on the glide slope, but eyeball in the runway. Coming in over the Clyde, or tributary to the Clyde. Looks a bit off the centre line there. Coming in over the threshold. Slight crosswind. A bit bumpy. Whoa. So I say it's quite blustery today, so that wind is really blowing us around quite a bit. I was hoping to turn off there, but I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll turn off here, I think. No, we won't. Or maybe we can. We've got plenty of runway here. I think we'll just turn off on this one, just for a second, because I need to drop the engines and stop my sky tracker. So we'll just stop there. Sorry, control tower, we won't be long. So parking brake on. Oops. Right. Stop recording. Submit that leg. Start flying club flight again, and we'll get going on our next leg. Now this leg is quite a bit further, so I think we'll go up to 2,000 feet. I'll use the autopilot this time if I can. There's me speed. Well, about 0 to start with anyway. Right. Okay. We go about and park brake off. So we'll just mosey on round back onto the runway. We'll take a running start, shall we? Make the end of the runway, hopefully. Yeah, we should do. Up we go. Up we go. Well, the wind's taking us off to the right. I'll compensate for the wind a bit. I think I'd turn right into the wind rather than the tail. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I can take a tailwind. Yeah, we'll go round to the left. Ready to prepare for our heading, just to get around here for the moment, and we'll hopefully try the autopilot. So that's autopilot on. Should have vertical speed mode. So we'll turn around this way, back over the airport and out over Paisley. I think it's Paisley. Barhead. Heading out towards Barhead. The airport that we just left down there. So we're now heading right ahead. Whoa, sorry, wasn't looking what I was doing then. I was just checking what our heading ought to be. I think we want to head out this way. I'll check it in a minute. Okay, coming up to our set altitude of 2000. I think I want to come around a little more to the east at the moment, to the west rather, so about there. So I'll put it on heading mode and see if it will hold it. Now, is it going to hold it or not? Look as if it wants to hold heading mode, which is a bit of a shame. It's because the winds are blowing us. It doesn't seem to like the wind. I don't know if we have aileron trim in this, do we? Oh yeah, there's aileron trim. Let's trim it left a bit, see if it will hold. Yeah, that's not too bad. A bit of left aileron trim, compensate for the crosswind. We've got a 23 knot crosswind, that's why it's buffeting around. So that's not too bad. We'll have a bit more of a tailwind in a minute. So here we go towards Crail. I think it's called Crail. Yeah, Crail. There is an airport there on the map, but if I show you here, look. So we might land, see if we can land on this runway. I'm not sure what the main runway is, and I'm not sure what how they've got it modelled in 2020, because it's not a main airport by any means, and I'm not even sure if it's still operational. So we'll have to see. I don't think it's in Navigraph. What's it called? EG0A. No, doesn't exist in Navigraph, so yeah, we'll have to see. It might just be a case of landing on the textures of an airport without there actually being an airport. Oh, I haven't got my gear up. Naughty, naughty, Stuart. I thought we were going a little bit slow. That's better. Apologies for that. I was too busy with the directions and the wind blowing us around. Probably didn't help having the gear down, causing more turbulence. I haven't even got my flaps up yet either. Oh dear, oh dear. Checklist, Stuart. Never mind, we all make mistakes, that's why it's fun in a sim. If you crash, you don't hurt yourself. Oh. Oh, the houses, where's this we're flying over at the moment? Lenzie, maybe? Oh no, Kintilloch. I think it's Kintilloch. Looking at the map. Right, let's bring our speed back a bit. Right, I need to adjust my heading slightly. I want to head this way. About 75, I think. So about there for the moment. See how we get on. I don't think this map goes any further out. Oh yes it does. Right, I don't know what that is. Now Crail is right on this peninsula here. I don't know what EGQL is. We're not going there anyway. And then from Crail we hop across to Dundee, and then from Dundee just along to Perth. So a couple of short legs after this leg. So should be finished within about 35 minutes, I guess. So feel free, if you're watching afterwards, to zoom through, or maybe just admire the scenery. You see how windy it is. We're just bobbing up and down. I'm not doing anything. Trying to blow us sideways. But we are dead on our track. We're just flying over Cumbernauld. Down here to our right, I think. This area. All this area here. Cumbernauld. There's Cumbernauld Airport somewhere, but I'm not sure where that is. I can't actually see it. Down below us. Oh yeah, there it is. There's Cumbernauld Airport. Industrial area around here. Now what road's that? Oh, that's the M80 down there. M80. Oops, down here. The M80 running along. Right, we want to adjust our heading a little because I'm getting blown off course slightly where I want to be. So I think probably to maintain a course, because the wind is 23 knots. It's pushing us right of where we want to be, really. So we'll maintain a bit less than a different track. I don't know if you can go track up on this. Don't know. PFD bearing. What does that give us? No data. No one. No data. HSI format. Oh, interesting. We'll have HSI format. I'm just moving the VOR needle to give me the idea of the course that I need to track, which is 70 degrees. So I need to be what's the course I need to track? Currently we're just slightly off to the left. There's our, I presume that's the course thing. I'm not sure what that little circle is. Right, so what have we got on here? Let's have a look at a close map. Oh, there's Grangemouth down here. Grangemouth, sort of oil facility, I think. Or is it over here? I don't know. This is Grangemouth. I think it's this area over here, actually. Yeah, there's the oil tanks and things. Don't know if some of these are oil tanks as well, instead of square blocks. but that's Grangemouth. I think it used to be a refinery, I think, but I don't know if it still is. Okay, there's the Forth bridges, which we'll steer across there and have a look, shall we? We'll go across that point and look down at the bridges. Edinburgh is off to our right somewhere, I think, Edinburgh Airport. Have a look in a minute. Let me just straighten up a bit along the river. Go along here. Where's the airport gone? Can't see the airport. Strange. Maybe I haven't come up to it yet. There's the Forth bridges, 3 of them. 2 road ones and 1 railway, I think, if I remember. The newest one is the, I think it's the one nearest to us, isn't it? I think it's this nearest one is the newer one. And the red one was the old iron structured bridge, which I remember people saying that has to be painted, and by the time they got to one end they have to start again, because it takes I don't know, maybe a couple of years to paint it, so they have to. It's a constant. It was a constant anyway. So we've got a road sticking out here. Yeah, I don't know. There's 3 bridges there. I can't remember which is the railway. Maybe that is that the railway. Maybe we'll see when we come over here. I'm not sure which one's the railway. Maybe that's the railway bridge. And we've got 2 road bridges now. Last time I drove up there was a hell of a lot of construction going on both sides of the river. So it could well be, this could well be the new one nearest to us, although I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this is the new bridge nearest to us, and it joins up with the old bridge. But I think, don't forget we drive on the left over here, so you drive back over that bridge and you come over this one normally, I believe. Yeah, I think that's the railway bridge there. That's the railway bridge, the old Forth and Firth railway bridge with the pillars supporting it. That's quite spectacular. I think they were an add-on actually, rather than in the default. But, Forth and Firth bridges. Okay, let's see where we're going. Well, we can bank round a little bit and we'll head up the coast. So head back round this way. We're about halfway on this leg, so shouldn't be much further. So once we gain sight of the airport, which is right out here, I would imagine. We'll have to take control and configure ourselves for landing on the whichever runway is more suitable to the wind at the time. At the moment we've still got 24 knots from 318, 319 degrees. So yeah, I'd like to see which direction. So we want to really be something in this direction, I suppose, if the winds stay the same. So runway 30 or 29, or between 29 and 33 degrees. I think there is one. Look on this map again. Yeah. Well, there should be one, but as I say, I think it's a disused airfield at the moment, so they might just be rough remnants of previous runways, or even a grass strip, I suppose. We shall see. Right, so what are these places we're flying over here? Right, so we've got Kinghorn, which I think is possibly this one, and then all along here is Kirkcaldy. So this is Kirkcaldy. Kinghorn may be this one, although I think, yeah, I think that's Kinghorn. This bit here I think is Burnt Island. Oh, Burnt Island. Yeah, that's Burnt Island. So that would make Yeah, I think this bit here is Kinghorn, and then along here is Kirkcaldy, along in this bay. So around here is Kirkcaldy. I hope my pronunciation is correct. I thought my flats were down then, but of course that's where I've got it trimmed against the wind. If I look on the other side, yeah, it's up slightly, look. So the aileron trimming works quite well. It's just I can never get the vertical trimming to stay where I want it. Or the power combination, I suppose. Right, so let's head back towards the coast a little bit. This is Buckhaven, Met Hill and Leven, or Leven. So like three towns right close to each other. Somewhere over here is London Links. London Links. And we're heading for Ellandell's Ferry, which is over here. And Crail should be on this peninsula, one would hope. Somewhere before it turns, right on the edge, before it turns back on itself. So we will have to see. We shall see what we shall see. Okay, let's, so there's no more mountains, let's get our descent going. So we'll come down to, let's come down to 900 feet. And we'll have VS, and we'll go. Fall back on our It's coming up on Ellandell's Ferry along here. I think there's possibly even a ferry port in there, I suspect. We see no ships, but I guess Earl's Ferry makes it sound as if it's, you possibly could get a ferry in there across the Firth of Forth, I'm guessing. And the next one up is St Monans, followed by Pittenwee, and then Anstruther. So maybe this is, I think this one's St Monans, probably. This is St Monans, not very big, and Pittenwee, and then Anstruther, Chalmers Lighthouse. just past Anstruver, which is in here. Oh, this is Anstruver, so this must be Pittenwee. It's a nice name, isn't it? Pittenwee. Yeah, Anstruver's just the other side of this inlet, and the airport is across here, I think. Oh, that looks like more buildings, so that's probably Crail, and the airport is just the other side, so it's on this flat expanse, but just on the edge. So, let's see what we can see, and quickly stop, head off to Dundee. Yes, it's Anstruver with a harbour by the look of it. I mean, don't forget they're all generic buildings. They're not what they call it, geo, whatever the word is. I can never remember what it's called. Photogrammetry, geometry, or whatever they call it. Okay, let's see if we can spot this airport in a minute. I don't want to go that far. That's promising. Flat area of land. So this is Crail in front of us. Looks like it's on a hill, doesn't it? Oh, well, I can see a runway anyway, so I can see one there. I think we wanted to come in this direction, so we'll just go out and then come back round. Just get a view of it to start with. Make sure there is a runway in that direction, which I think there is. Because we've still got 311, 16 knot winds from 311 degrees. So we definitely want to come this direction. Fly out, and yeah, so that's the runway we want, this one. So we're sort of going parallel with it at the moment. Okay, let's have the autopilot off. Whoa, don't want it to do that. Is that because of my trim? Oh, come on. Let's put my trim back. Gone the other way now. Turn the FD off. It's probably fighting with the FD. Right. So try to turn the autopilot off. It shouldn't react so violently. I don't think, anyway. I know I had the aileron trim across, but that shouldn't have caused the problem. Keep your speed up a little bit for the moment. Yeah, Q&H would help, wouldn't it? Sure. So I often forget these things on these little scenic trips. So flying quite low at the moment. Let me trim down a bit. I don't want to descend, but I just want to hold the trim if I can. Right. We'll have some gear down. As he drops like a stone. Where the hell's the airport? Oh, there we are. That's our runway, that one, I think. Is it? Oh no, that'd be... No, we're further over than I thought. Never mind, we'll come round this way. That was because it blew us. It took that silly wobbly. Let me wing down and I might be able to see it. Doesn't help when a pillar of the plane's in the way. 500. Yeah, I know we're 500 feet. Oh yeah, I think it's that one there. Why are we going up in the air?
500.
Can't get this thing down at the moment. Not a very glamorous approach, but rescued it in time. Come in at an angle. Hard to control in these blustery conditions. Whoa. And now says I've got no wind data. That's helpful. I think we'll just turn around at the end and take off in the direction we landed. Not too bothered about the wind if it's not displaying any wind to speak of. Right, so let's swivel around here. A bit uphill here. Right, just need to shut down for a second, book the flight. Okay, start the engines again. And we'll get off to Dundee. So we want to head 322 degrees, so we want to head round this way. So let's stick the heading on there for the moment. 323. Well, we'll actually head about 325 because obviously we need to approach Dundee from the... Oh, why has that gone back to that? Oh, because I pushed it, silly. I forgot if you push it, it lines it up. So we'll go round to there. Why is that not going up? Won't change for some reason. Alright. Right, parking brake off. Started me Skytrack. Let's fall forward. You can see where the wind's coming across. If that's accurate by any means, I don't know. Oops, mind these labels stuck in the middle of the runway. Not very good. Right, try and remember this time. Gear up. Flaps up. We want to head round to the north. Northwest, in fact. Mind them there trees. But we want to come round this way more. I don't know why what's happened to that. Oh, that altitude's got stuck. Never mind. It's not too far. Oh, I've got to turn the autopilot off. Yeah, something's gone screwy with that. Oh, that's a bit weird. Never mind. We will have to fly it manually. At least we're heading into the wind at the moment, by the look of it. Oh, we've got it flashing now. Still can't. Oh. That's the wrong one, silly, isn't it? What's that doing there? It's this one. No wonder it wasn't changing. We've got an altitude one on this one, have we? No, that's the FMS. Whatever that means. Alright. That's more like it. Thank you very much. We got 1500 for the VS. Oops. I don't know what this thing thinks it's doing. Oh, I think I know. I think I probably know why. Well, we haven't got a flight plan in anyway, so it shouldn't be. I don't know what it's trying to dictate us to, because our heading's here. We've only got it on roll mode. What if I put it on heading mode? And the autopilot on. No, see, it's going right round. Now it's on heading mode, but it's not heading. It might change if I leave it. See what it does. There we go. We want to be over here somewhere. Oh, there's St Andrews down here. Where's the golf course? Is that the golf course there? Famous St Andrews. No. Oh yeah, there's the golf course. Links golf course, where the British Open's been played many a time. St Andrews, almost the home of golf, I think. Right, Dundee, here we come, which is over here somewhere, methinks. Well, it might be along here. I think the airport's over here. So we need to watch our direction. We probably need to be about 322 now. So what are we on? 312. So let's come this way. Oops. I'm going to go 333 or 330 because once I get sight of the airport, the airport runs along parallel with the river, and I think it's about here. So once I can see the airport, I can configure to land. Down here is Loichards or Loichards airport. I don't know if that's a military airport. Sounds like it. I don't know. A bit annoyed I didn't activate the freeware airports I downloaded for these. I would have had to go out and quit out of 2020 in order to set them up. Downloaded them, but I haven't. They're not in the community folder, so we've just got default airports, I'm afraid. Default bridges up here. Might have had some bridges for this as well. Dundee. Nuisance. I always forget. Too eager, that's my trouble. Too eager to get going, and forget to set up the various sceneries. Quite nice Scottish landscapes. Rolling hills in this area. We've got Knock Hill, Newton Hill, St Fort Hill, Drumoig. These are all different names. Knock Hill's off to my right actually. I don't know what the one is that we're just flying over. Okay, let's see. Can we see any? Oh, I bet that's along there somewhere. Well, this is Dundee on this side of the river. Woodhaven is down below us. We've got Woodhaven down here. Oh, there's a bridge. Look, well, that's a default bridge, I think. Yeah, this is Dundee. There's the airport over there, I think. Is it? Is that the airport? Oh no, maybe not. Oh. Oh yeah, there's the runway there. Okay. Okay. So we'll just we'll turn off the autopilot again and let it roll. Right. And we'll descend and fly out over Dundee as we descend. Driven through Dundee on my way to Aberdeen. It's quite busy, Dundee. What a big place. I think Dundee Airport's only a regional airport though. Okay, we'll turn back onto the coast and approach the airport. Get far too low, really.
500.
Flying in over the bridge. There's the runway there. As I say, I'm a bit low again, but never mind. Very low, in fact. It's come up a bit. Slight bounce there. Okay, right, I'm going to brake to a halt on the runway, kill the engines, put the parking brake on, kill the engines, do me sky track. Right, start fly club again. Full rich. Right, where's my fuel? Right, let's switch the fuel gauge, shall we? Never know which way to switch that one. Okay, pipe and brake off. Arm flaps. Okay, let's go. So where we're heading? We're heading to Perth, which I'll look in a minute once we get airborne. It's not far. It's about 5 minutes. And up we go. Right, gear up. It's basically a straight line along the coast here. Oh no, not quite along the coast. What's the heading? Winds 276. I'm not going to go very high because it's just along here somewhere. I don't think we'll be able to see it yet. It's called Scone, or Scone. Scone Airport. Or Scone, EGPT. Perth. In fact, I think it's the other side of these. Them there hills. So we need to sort of head westerly. It's the other side of these hills. Not these distant ones, these near ones. And we'll land it on the north facing runway, judging by the winds. Whoa, I don't want to be that. What's it doing? What's it doing that? Right, I don't want to be any higher than that. Be a bit lower, perhaps even. There it is there. So the runway goes in that direction, I think. Potentially 3-3. We can zoom in any more. Well, that shows it going that way. 0-3, but that will do. 2,000 feet. Right. Throttle back. And let's get into a manual descent. And we will try and find the airport. Over there. That looks like it could be vaguely familiar. Well, not familiar, but looks a bit like an airport, I think. I wish they had beacons on these things. They don't seem to have the beacons on all of them anyway. Some of them do. There's a river there, so that should help us. So we've got the river there. So yeah, as it bends round, we should be almost in line with the runway. So let's head for the river. Get our ears popping as we drop down 1,000 feet a minute. So we'll head for the river. As we come around this hill here, we turn around the hill and we should be reasonably lined up with the airport. Oh, this is Perth down here, on the bend of the river. So we've got another viaduct here, but it's not been represented brilliantly, unless it's just a bridge. Okay, let's have a look. So we come around here and on this point here where we cut across. Don't follow the line of the river, I don't think. No, could do a little way, but the way it winds. Don't suppose we can see anything yet. It's around here somewhere. Perthshire. Anybody see an airport? Oh, I think I can. It's behind this. It's behind here, I think. That looks like a runway, is it? I think it is. Yeah, I think that's a runway there that we want to land on. So, we'll have the flaps. Gear down. Oh, I've lost it now. Where'd it go? Where'd he gone? What's the damn thing now? I swear I saw it there. Oh, it's further around this way. Judging by the map. Can't see the damn thing now. Where are you? Where are you, airport? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Maybe what I thought was the airport wasn't. Can't see it now. Oh, there's the runway. Go. Hidden in the trees. Well, it's not the runway we were going to land on, but go. No, that was it. It's the other runway we're going to land on. Right, I'm going to circle over. So I'm going to go around slightly. Yeah, I don't think that was the runway that was what I thought I saw. So I'll just do a circle and come back onto 30, I think it was. Behind the hills. I hope we haven't got any hills around here. No. I'm just doing a slow right bank. Speed back a bit. Come round to roughly 30. It's a bit hidden, this airport. It's a wee bit hidden. Right, well, where the hell's the runway again? Oh, I can see it's over there, I think. I can see the pappies anyway. Like coming in like a Spitfire. Oh, it's 03, not 30. Whoa, on the grass. Why is it going over there? Oops, my yoke just come unscrewed on the table. That didn't help, did it? Oh, sorry, I mucked that up completely, but it's because my I'm trying to use my rudder pedals and fix my yoke. I'm in the field again. Never mind. Oh, why did that come off? Oh, stupid thing. Right, let's turn around here. Doesn't secure that well, this yoke. Oh, let's have a taxi round. Oh, yeah, that wasn't. But as I say, I was just sort of trying to flare a little and pull back on the blooming yoke slipped off one side of the table. One side that's screwed up here. It should be tight, but I don't know why it did that. So I'm just trying to fix it again now. Right, let's taxi down here. I don't know where we can get off the runway here. I think it's at the end. I should have just parked in the field, shouldn't I? Never mind. Right, well, that is the end of the Scotland VFR tour. I hope I pointed out some of the locations, but I'm not overly. This isn't turning very well either. My rudder's on full left and it's not doing anything. I don't know why. Right, on the other, right, rudder full right. What's it look like from the outside? Full left, full right. Maybe I was going too fast. I haven't burst my tyre, have I? Oh, a little Tudor style houses there. Right, around by the control tower, so I just need to take a screenshot. I can. Oh, no, that's not the one I want. Oh, silly Billy. It's the other one I wanted, isn't it? Oh, never mind. It's not one I want. I'll have to sort out those shortcuts. Okay, let's go and park around by the control tower. I'll park in here next to this Tudor building. I'm home, honey, I'm home. I don't think they're very accurate. I don't know. Might be. I don't think so though. Typical of UK style in places of the old style houses, Tudor style housing, but don't think they're realistic here. Okay. Throttle down, park brake on. Memory off, and there we go. Welcome to Perth. Took a while to find the right runway, mind you, but Could have landed another one that's 3-3 on the other side of the airport. I should have landed there really. Never mind. Okay, thanks for watching, and see you again soon.